ladies and gentlemen, Crown Jewel is this weekend, so let's do my predictions. I've done this for every single pay-per-view of 2024 up to this point. Now, Crown Jewel is a bit different this year. We do have different types of matches that'll be happening now every year, which I'm not a big fan of, but we'll get into those conversations in a quick second. There is a Grimace meal behind me. Don't worry about that. That's going to go hanging somewhere else. It's just there for the shot, I guess. And if you want to see me go more in depth and argue with people about my predictions, go and watch the Empire podcast episode that'll be out this week. We will be back to a 3-man compared to the 2-man last week. Stay tuned for that. But another thing I want to mention, I'm filming this on a Monday. For me, because I'm Aussie, Monday the 28th, Halloween Havoc for NXT just finished about an hour ago. So just fresh off that, that's got nothing to do with anything on Crown Jewel. I just want to let you know that's when I'm recording. So it's before Raw and before SmackDown. So if there's any matches that are announced, I won't know them. Let me know your predictions in the comments, but let's just get straight into it. The match order I'm going with is just a random match order I put together. It's not like WWE.com's website, you know, that order or what they've said on Raw, SmackDown. It's just me making it up. So the first match is Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Crown Jewel from now on is going to be basically what Survivor Series was for like 6 years, where both women's world champions will have a match against each other and both men's world champions will have a match against each other because, I don't know, sports washing, I guess. But it's a cool concept if it just wasn't in between a bunch of feuds. Like Liv's currently in a feud with Rhea still. Nia's still currently in a feud with Naomi and even Tiffany Stratton, which I'll get to you a bit later. But this match could go either way. If I'm just predicting it match-wise and what I think will happen, I do think Nia Jax will get the win over Liv Morgan, just because I feel like the distractions will work more in Nia's favor, I think, just because of Rhea. I think Rhea could come out and distract Liv, have Nia win the match. But at the same time, we could have a Tiffany Stratton cash in, which is what I think is most probable in this match, because it's both women's world champions in the same match. And Tiffany Stratton, what is she going to pick? Who's she going to pick? Is she going to cash in on Nia? Is she going to cash in on Liv? I do think that we do get a Tiffany Stratton cash in this match. So my prediction is Nia Jax, but with a Tiffany Stratton cash in most probable in this match. If you're going to do Tiffany's cash in, you're going to have to do it during this match. And I get it. The argument is you don't want to do it because it's in Saudi Arabia. I don't care. A cash in's a cash in. It'll make Crown Jewel have numbers, you know, because that's what they love. They love numbers. So I think it's going to be Nia Jax with a possible Tiffany Stratton cash in. The next match is Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. I'm glad this is on Crown Jewel and it's not on a random SmackDown. I'm going to go with Kevin Owens here. I do think KO does get the win over Randy. Good promo between Randy and Triple H on SmackDown. But I do think Kevin Owens needs this win more. And with how his story's going, I think you could even get a screwy finish going, or even it's probably going to be like a count out or something, or a disqualification. It feels like that type of match. But I would go, and I'm going to predict Kevin Owens. Next up, the Women's Tag Team Fatal 4-Way match. You can see all the teams on the screen now. This is hard because it's the same situation as Clash at the Castle, where Bianca and Jade are in another multi-woman tag team match where they could lose the titles without getting pinned. And it's most probable that they will lose the titles here. But with that being said, I don't think that there is another team in this, besides maybe Damage Control, that can get the win. So I'm going to stay with Bianca and Jade getting the win. That is because I actually do have Bianca and Jade in my perfect world holding the titles past the Rumble. And then they split and have dissension in like the chamber or something. I don't know. But I would go Bianca and Jade in this match, but it's most likely going to be like Damage Control. So I'm just trying to cover all bases for myself. But yeah, I'm going Bianca and Jade to retain their tag team titles. Next up, we have the United States Championship triple threat match between LA Knight, Andrade, and Carmelo Hayes. I think this is pretty simply LA Knight. He's going to have a big pop in Saudi like he always does, and he's going to retain. I don't think LA Knight should be losing the title this soon after winning it. And when I say this soon, I know it's been like 2 months since SummerSlam, but still, I think let him hold the title to maybe Mania, maybe the Rumble. But yeah, LA Knight for me. Then we have Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. I am loving this story. I'm really loving Bronson Reed's character at the moment. I'm an Aussie. He's an Aussie. It makes sense why I love him. But I'm actually going to go with Bronson Reed. Maybe my mind will change after Raw, after seeing what happens on Raw. But for now, and when I'm recording, when I'm editing this, Bronson Reed to me is the pick, because I think eventually you do have Seth Rollins win this feud between them. But I think you give Bronson Reed that first win and cement him as that dominant force and have Seth be the lovable babyface underdog to try and overcome Bronson again at Survivor Series or Saturday night's main event, you know. So that's why I would go with Bronson Reed. And in the main event is going to be Gunther versus Cody Rhodes for the Men's Crown Jewel Championship. Now, I have written down all these matches. I have my predictions for every single match here, besides this one. This one is the one you're going to see me make live. Currently, I'm swaying towards Gunther, but I don't know. It's the same reason for both as to why I think the other will win. I think you could have Cody lose because he gets attacked by Kevin Owens or the Bloodline. And I think you can have Gunther lose because he gets attacked by Goldberg. Either way, it just depends on what they're trying to lead up towards between Gunther and Goldberg. However, I don't... Oh my God, this is difficult. Because, yeah, it's a matter of who's getting screwed over. Because one of them's getting screwed over. And I think because it's Saudi Arabia and because he's the lovable babyface, and I feel like, and the reports are that Goldberg is going to come out and interfere in the match, which I don't think is needed at this point. I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes. I feel like the Bloodline stuff is behind him, and I feel like Kevin Owens and Randy Orton are now fixated on each other. Unless the Bloodline do attack Cody. Because another match that could also be on this show is New Bloodline versus Old Bloodline. That could be on this show. Or Solo versus Reigns or something like that. That hasn't been announced, and it might get announced on SmackDown for all I know. I have to go Cody. Even though I think Gunther... Oh, it's difficult. Oh, so I'm going Cody. I'm sticking with it. I'm going Cody Rhodes. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on that main event, especially because that's really tough to call. I think it's actually one of the more tougher matches to call in a very, very long time. And I think we've said that a couple times this year, which is pretty stupid. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next predictions video or in my next video. Bye for now.